driving up to LAX and we're gonna fly to Copenhagen.
We flew with Scandinavian Airlines and sat in the Economy Plus seats, which made all the difference being able to prop up our legs with a leg rest and having way more space and a decent amount of reclining. The TVs were bigger and it was just 2 seats on the side. The drink service was not bad, but when it comes to the food, it was definitely subpar. It was Scandinavian food, which we don't love, but it's better than nothing. Getting these seats, it came with a blanket and pillow, so we were able to snuggle up and try to take a nap while we were flying across the ocean. Here's a little tour of the bathroom. Your pretty average bathroom on an airline. Of course, it was really messy and gross. Here you can barely make out the northern lights that you can see while we were flying. We did not expect to see these, so it was a pleasant surprise seeing them. Breakfast was subpar as well. We are in Copenhagen, Denmark. Yeah, I know. It's called Copenhagen. At least how most Americans pronounce it. We took the subway directly from the airport to the downtown area in Copenhagen. The first thing that we came to was a little square and mall. With many American shops, it did not feel too much different than being in America. You can see the Capitol, many different churches, fountain. Our layover was about 7 hours long, so we didn't have very much time to get out and see a lot of Copenhagen. Here we are at the palace, and we checked out the church there, as well as walked the grounds inside and out. We'd walked down to the Navan Harbor to go check out all the colorful buildings down there. There's a few places to eat, but not much. But it was fun to walk around. One thing we wish we had done was rented bikes to travel around to see more of the city while we were there.
Now we're walking to Little Mermaid statue.
We walked from spot to spot. In total, we walked about 7 to 8 miles in only a few hours. The walk from the harbor out to the Little Mermaid statue was a couple miles in itself. So we're heading to the Little Mermaid statue. We did just check out, what was the last place we saw?
Palace.
The palace, I think. Parliament, over the houses.
We just got like an 11-hour flight, so it's 3:13 in the morning for us.
We did see a few funny things as we were walking out, such as this pack of German shepherds.
police car right behind me back there. So right now we're walking towards the Little Mermaid statue. It's a pretty far walk from where we were. We have about 5 hours here in Denmark before we gotta jump on our next plane, so let's see where we can get.
It's a little underwhelming, but we had to come here.
Too many people.
Yeah.
Our next stop was the Church of Our Lady in Copenhagen to see the original Christus statue. We tried seeing it earlier in the day, but the church had a service happening at that moment. We were not able to see it then and had to come back later, adding a couple of extra more miles in the day that we walked. We then jumped on our plane from Copenhagen to Rome. This was a really cool flight, being able to see the Swiss Alps as well as the Dolomites as we were flying over. We were even able to spot the Matterhorn as we were flying. We then landed in Rome. As soon as we got to our Airbnb and unpacked, we went and got gelato. It was totally worth it getting our first Italian gelato.